Welcome to the Scottsdale Vibes podcast. I'm Alicia Haygood. Well, the summer is finally, to me, it's like cooling down. We got underneath 100. We're breaking those records and pushed them to the side. Event season's kicking up. Jeremy Mueller with us from State Farm Insurance, where all your insurance needs are met. So, Jeremy, coming up, I mean, to me, we just finished up Scottsdale Fashion Week. We're kicking off Scottsdale Polo match next week. What are you excited about as we get back into the rhythm? And I know you're not excited about the traffic because everyone's coming back, but all these events and fun things that are coming up, in the next few months.
Yeah, I just feel like there's something in the air with the town right now. We've been getting a lot of calls of people coming back in town, reinstating their car insurance. And that's our kind of barometer of, okay, people are coming back, which is crazy because it's still, in the high 90s, 100. Yeah. So I feel like they're coming back earlier. Like everyone wants a part of Scottsdale, what we have to offer here. So it's definitely event season. I mean, it's crazy. Like, dealing with setting up holiday parties now, thinking about Christmas and how booked this town is. So get your reservations in now, because I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of movement going on in Scottsdale right now.
And you say that, call in and get your car insurance changed over to Scottsdale, like the car loaders coming back in, everyone getting their car delivered back from where they were. That's picked up. We've noticed. I know I've seen a few in my neighborhood getting dropped off lately too. So it's happening. Here we go.
Well, and, this is the first year we have that Barrett-Jackson auction in the fall.
In October, that's right.
So that'll be interesting to see how that goes, and then we turn around and then it's the big Barrett-Jackson. So it'll go quick. This year's gone by quick. This next quarter is going to go by real quick.
And it's interesting you brought that up too. So it's like a Thursday to Sunday event, and the reason they did it is because they said they had too many car entries coming in January that they had to have another event here in Scottsdale to get all the car auction cars out there that have been applying for it. So this will be a new one. They're pushing hard with the music scene this year as well. So that'll be fun. I'm excited. Stay tuned. We have some more fun information for giveaway tickets for that here on the podcast as well. So that'll be good. Yeah. What are some of your favorite things to do when it comes to this kind of stuff?
I love opening the windows, being able to open the window and the door without
the simple things.
Just the simple things. The mornings are crisp. The evenings are beautiful. So you can just tell fall's in the air.
Yeah. And the AC bill going down, that's my favorite thing too,
Yeah, totally. A little delayed, but we're still we'll pay for August in a little bit.
Exactly. One thing that I saw on your social media I want to bring up with all the car insurance transferring over, the kids are back in school and everything's going on. Talk about a good, the good school discount that you do that can really help your kids with good grades and how that affects car insurance, because it's already high with having teenagers and new drivers. How does that help with that rate for us?
Yeah, great question. So general rule, boys are a little bit more expensive than girls. The good student discount is a huge discount. So on a male, it's about 30%. So it's a good take advantage of. It's one of those discounts. Once you get it, you're kind of in. It's not checked on every year. Don't tell your kids that.
I was about to say, little secret, yeah.
So once if you may say you have a 16-year-old, you didn't at 16, he had a rough time or whatever, but now he's 17 and you have a semester that you can lock him in. You may want to check in on that, because that is a discount that potentially can be there till age 25.
Which is huge.
Which is huge. And it's a 3.0. It's not asking for 3.75 or 4 or anything like that. But that said, these schools around here are tough. Totally get it. Got one of my own. So once you get that 3.0, lock it in, get that good student discount.
I love it. Motivation too. Or make your kid pay the difference if they're not getting that 3.0, hit that high note.
Right, exactly.
I love it. All right, well, everyone go check out Jeremy Mueller Insurance, jeremymueller.com. He's born and raised here in Scottsdale. He knows the area. He knows the market. He's here to help. He's helped my family a lot over the years. They're very communicative and easy to reach, so I appreciate you and your whole team out there, Jeremy. And maybe I'll see you, I don't know, stomping some divots in at the polo match or something like that.
Go horses.
I love it. All right, stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to have some Scottsdale polo match. When it comes to protecting you, your family, and all your assets, you need to have someone that you can trust, and that's Jeremy Mueller of State Farm Insurance. Jeremy Mueller has lived in Scottsdale his whole life. How can anyone else know your needs more than someone who's been here and seen it all? Jeremy and his team are always ranked in the top % at State Farm. He cares, he's knowledgeable, and most importantly, he's always available. Don't believe me? Give him a call at 480-515-5223 or find him at jeremymueller.com. Scottsdale's biggest polo match of the year is right around the corner, with over 12,000 people expected to attend this year's event in its 13th season right here at WestWorld. Gates open at 10 a.m. with 5 action-packed matches throughout the day, ending with a night match at 6 p.m. with Sonoma County Polo Team taking on El Paso team. Now, this year is the Casa Amigos Day Club party tent presented by the Relentless Beats and Nutrl. There will also be music and fun throughout the night, with the last artist taking the stage at 10 p.m. Fashion, cars, pet shows, polo, and music. It really is a family fun day for everyone. So you can go check it out at thepoloparty.com. The link is in the description of this episode. And this week, I'm going to bring you polo player Natalie Camacho, pet fashionista Ivan Lugari of Lugari Pet Salon, and Relentless Beats to talk about all the amazing talent that they're going to be bringing to the table. But let's just start. I mean, it is a polo match, so obviously we have to start with you, Natalie, about the polo. Natalie Camacho and her husband, Andres Camacho. Do you like that accent? I'm just going to throw it in there.
That was pretty good.
Thanks, I try.
Yeah.
They've actually met over a decade ago playing at the Arizona Polo Club. She's been playing polo since 1999, and the Scottsdale Polo match is always fun as it's right here in your backyard. So I really just want to start with like a simple question, like what does polo mean to you?
Ooh, that's a very heavy question.
I thought it was easy. Like, oh, simple. We'll start with easy right off the bat.
It's a lot. So I've actually been playing now for 20 years. I started originally playing in college, and I moved out to, actually, this is my 20th year in Arizona. So
that's crazy.
No, my math is incorrect. So I've been playing polo 25 years because I started in 99. Okay.
It's okay. I forget 5 years of my life sometimes too.
Yeah, I forgot that 5 years. So, I came out here and polo's very small in Arizona. I mean, comparative to the rest of the country, it is very small. There's not a lot of us that play. There's not a lot of polo horses. But this event has just brought so much to the city of Scottsdale and to the state, and it's really amazing. So, for us, like polo, it's a family thing. We do it 6 months out of the year. We're playing with friends that are like our family, and of course, I met my husband playing polo as well, right? And we love our horses too. I mean, they're essentially our pets as well. So it doesn't really get better than that, than spending your weekends with friends and family and your pets, and then also just playing the game and it being so fun and a total adrenaline rush.
Talk about, you kind of brought this up and I didn't really think about it. What is a polo horse? And I know there's different breeds for different things. What makes a polo horse, I guess?
So, I mean, a polo horse can be a number of breeds, right? Okay. You'll see, most of the horses that you'll probably see on the field are of some thoroughbred, American quarter horse, and then horses that come from some breeding from Argentina are also very good. So it is a mix. I mean, you could play on a lot of different breeds. But, a good horse has a heart for the game, and they love to play. So you don't really have to push them. They want to get in the play. They hear that ball go. They see that ball. They chase after it. They love to get in the game. They love to bump other horses.
I feel like this is like a dog playing catch or something like that. Like
it kind of is a little bit. Yeah. I mean, there's some horses like you hit that ball and they see it going and they want to run after it. They want to be the first one at the play.
That's cute. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Which is why thoroughbreds actually they're very good at the sport, because they are a very competitive animal by nature. They most of them are off the racetrack, and they have that competitive spirit and that big heart. I really think they feel like they want to win for you. So they want to get to the ball first. They want to turn first. So it's really fun and amazing to play on them.
What's like the average age for a polo player horse?
I would probably say between 8 to 12 years old, but really horses can play from, age 4 or 5 and all the way up to, my best horse, he's 20 actually. Yeah.
So it really is those retired horse, like you were talking about, they used to be some of them used to be racing horses. Mm-hmm. That's retirement age. I mean, you can't race a horse typically that old.
Oh, no. I mean, most of the horses that come off the racetrack, they're, maybe 3 years old.
Right.
Yeah, 3 to
right.
5 years old. They've had a very short racing career. And, we actually, we like the losers. So the ones that, maybe they weren't the fastest on the track, which means they weren't pushed on the track and they wanted to do something else. Sometimes they turn out really good for polo.
I mean, those are the aggressive ones, let's be real. Those are the naughty ones that are probably in timeout a lot.
That is absolutely correct. Like, we got the naughty ones. They just want attention. They want to chew on things.
Listen, you'd mentioned it. You don't really think of Arizona as being a polo place. Arizona is very much a horse, state in that sense. But polo is a huge international sport. It is also very small. So I'm sure to you, what does polo in Scottsdale represent? And why do you think it's so amazing that we have this amazing polo match? Because international people come here to compete in this match.
Yeah, they do. And so I think that's what makes it really cool is, for being, rather a non-polo town, to be able to have so many people come in. And I think one of the best things that the Polo Party has done is been able to bring polo and the sport to a town that otherwise would never see it, right?
Yeah.
And so that part is really cool. And I was actually telling a friend the other day, there's that famous quote by Winston Churchill, which is, a polo handicap is your passport to the world. So meaning that if you play and you have a rating, you can essentially go anywhere in the world and jump into a match, right? If they allow you to. And so that's what's really cool is we can have people coming from the other side of the world and, they play with us. So, we're very excited to have the Wales team back, and Ricky Cooper, the captain of the Wales team. He's awesome. He's been coming, I think almost for maybe the first couple of years that we started. And so it's really great always to have that.
We interviewed Ricky Cooper last year for the podcast. He's so cool, so down to earth. Yeah. He loves this game. He loves the attention it brings and stuff like that. So I love that. But it kind of brings me to my next question. It is a very small community. For so big and international that it is, what does it mean to you have those family and friends come to your hometown?
Yeah, it's really cool. Over the last 14 years since we've had this event, the people that I've been able to meet coming from this small polo town, they've brought in some of the best players in the world. I got to play with Sunny Hale, who is the best female player of all time. Yeah. That was so cool. We've had American, 10-goal players that are, that's essentially the highest rating you can have. And then we have, families like the Ganseys that come in that are an amazing polo family. They very much, promote the sport all across the country. And so we're very fortunate that they come out as well, right? And they bring their horses. And so it's such a treat to have, that kind of caliber of player come into town.
It is pretty great. I mean, it's just little Scottsdale kind of to us. But all these amazing names are coming to town for it. I'm still waiting for the Royals to come. I think one day it'll happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I asked Ricky last year to bring him. He said he'd ask, but no one showed up. But Ricky, which was great. It's good to have him. What are you doing to prepare for this year's match? And what are you looking forward to for this year?
So for this year, I'm going to play with Arizona Polo Club, my home club team. I'm not going to do a women's team this year. And so I'm looking forward to playing, obviously with my home team. And right now we're just now getting started. As you know, it's a little toasty here. So the horses and us are just getting back into shape. I actually just played polo last weekend in Oregon, which was great. That kind of got me revved up and ready for the season. And so now it's going to be, the 4 days a week practicing and the 2 days a week playing on the weekend to gear up for it and get ourselves in shape.
How long does it usually take to get you and the horse ready?
It depends on how long they've been off, but essentially
muscle memory-ish.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want anybody to have any injuries, so you really need a good 4 to 6 weeks before you want to play a horse or yourself super hard.
How many horses do you and Andre have at home?
We have 8.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 for me, 4 for him. Actually, 5 for me and 3 for him.
That's fair. I was about to say, you're just saying that to be nice. When some of the players come in, do they keep the horses at your location? How does that work?
There are a few people that come into town that they'll bring their horses in, and they usually just board them at WestWorld.
Okay. It's the easiest place.
Yeah, typically. And then, for Arizona Polo Club, there's a lot of horses that the club has and some of the other club members have, and they're based in Casa Grande and in Scottsdale, so they'll just keep their horses there local and then haul them in.
With everything that's going on with this polo match, it's growing every single year. What are you excited to see for this year? I mean, we love Ivan Lugari. He's coming up next on the episode. He's a character if y'all don't know. Yeah. And then we're having the night concerts now as well. I mean, this is really turning into an entire event all day.
Yes, it is. I'm actually really looking forward to this. So this is the first year that we're going to have lights on the field.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have a couple of matches at night, and that is going to be a huge new dynamic, which will be very fun. Last year, there was a Burning Man theme that we had, and So the party lasted a little bit longer. That was really, really fun. And so, this year with some of the artists that are coming in and some of the party happening at night, I'm so excited to see that happen. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the players that are coming into town. We're going to have Napa and Sonoma. And then, of course, like I said, like Aspen Valley, like the Ganseys are coming in and they're amazing. The Wales team. And we also have a Pride team, which is really cool too. So Sterling Jones is coming in and Micah's friend Vinny Sangaline is going to play on that. So
they won last year too.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see everybody again. It's just every year at this point, it's just like this huge reunion. It's such a good time. It's like 3 days of just partying and horses and horsepower.
I mean, y'all need to go watch this episode on YouTube because she's just gleaming and glowing right now. Like you were so excited. It's like you're prepping yourself, like you're getting your horses ready too for the 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm so excited.
Out of everything, all years past this year, what's one of your most memorable Scottsdale Polo matches?
I think my most memorable match is when I was able to play with Sunny Hale and Erica Ganabkar. So Erica is she's a very good player from Colorado, and then Sunny Hale, like I said, she was actually the highest rated woman of all time. Yeah. She unfortunately passed away from cancer a couple years ago, so it's even more meaningful that I was able to play with her. But that was probably, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago. And at the time I was, obviously not the player that I am now, but it was just so amazing playing with somebody of that caliber and to have that experience. And then, at the end of the match, we just barely lost to the men's team. It was a men versus women. Ooh. And I remember the men, they were just so sweaty and out of breath. And my husband was like, oh, we almost lost. It was a really hard match. And it was very cool because, the horse is really the equalizer, in equestrian sports, men and women are on the same playing field.
That's true. Because it's up to the horse.
It's up to the horse.
Interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So you look at Olympics, like jumping and anything else, it's men and women are competing, right? There's no men's and there's no women. And so matches like that. And we've done many other men versus women matches. We did one last year and we beat them. So that was really fun. But
let's just emphasize that one really quick, not lower our voice on that one. Beachy Boys.
It's really nice to hold that Molina Cup when you've won. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
I love it. Well, best of luck this year. It really is a fun event, guys, and it is family friendly. It is all day, so you can start when the gates open at 10 with concerts leading up to the night. Probably wouldn't bring your kids out till 11:15, but I'm not. What you do, that's kind of my philosophy. But seriously, best of luck and thank you for all you do and for the polo industry and for Scottsdale.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to be right back with Ivan Lugari of Lugari Pet Salon. Ivan Lugari of Lugari Pet Salon is Scottsdale's pet fashionista, and he's been hosting the Potty Fashion Show for Scottsdale Polo Match for years now. And the host with the 4 paws most is time to show off those amazing pets of ours in their best outfits, best grooms, best hair, everything. I mean, it's a fashion show. Pets have to keep up to the standards just like we do. And I have no doubt that this year's show will be the best of the best. So, Ivan, I'm so excited to have you at the table today. I have met you a few years ago at the Polo Match doing all of these pet fashion shows. So let's talk about this year's show. What number year is this that you've been hosting it there?
Well, we started in 2014.
Wow. So this is 10 years for you.
This is 10 years, yes.
Isn't that crazy?
It's amazing. I'm very excited because every year more people come into the show and it's really cool. It's a cool event for the whole family, literally the whole family, inclling the dog.
And I was going to say literally including the dogs.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the judging aspect. You show up all dogs, all sizes, all kind of outfits, all hairstyles, colors, shapes, everything. Tell me what the show is going to be about this year. What do you look for when these pets come down the walkway?
Well, we are going to have 3 celebrity judges.
Ooh.
One is probably going to be Miss Arizona, but I don't want to say who it's going to be because I don't want people to send in a message or something.
Don't jinx yourself, right?
No.
Yeah.
But depends on the judges. Every year is a different judge who what are they looking for? Creativity.
Okay.
Something really cool. Sometimes the judge just like the dog.
Yeah.
One year, one Great Dane won, and he didn't have any costume. Everybody was a little disappointed, but that was the judge decision, and we cannot do anything. No. The dog was really, really cute. So, but it's creativity. I mean, if you do something fun, something cool, and this is an event like we say for the whole family. Yeah. So even kids are included. So if the kids help you to make a costume, that's totally fine. So,
I love it. So hair. Style. I mean, you really do see the best of the best with this. You groom, I'm sure, many of these, pets. These are your babies going out to show. How do you work them to be competitive?
I know.
Yet not be so much better than this one or this one?
That's super difficult for me because they are my clients and my friends, most of them now. But I always try to be very objective.
Yeah.
And actually, I have 3 judges, and they don't know, but I'm the 4th judge.
Okay.
So at the end, I give an extra prize, the Lugari prize, for an extra client that is like, he deserved it, but they didn't see it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like sometimes it's like, wow, they put a lot of effort on their costume and they don't give him anything. So that's when I'm going like, this is a Lugari prize and this is for you. So
it's a big ribbon that you give out too.
Yes. It's, the ribbons that they do in the horse races and the best in show in the dog show world. Yeah. Because I compete with dogs in the show dogs, I try to bring that kind of ribbons to this show. I want people to feel like they really win something really important for their dogs. So
well, they do. I mean, it's a legit pet walking show. They prance around. Yes. They're being judged on everything.
The judges sign a paper.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like, oh, she's a friend of the judge. No. It's very, everything is like right. Everything is legal. They sign the paper and they choose the right dog that they think is the best.
Besides bragging rights, are there any other prize awards in the big ribbon?
It's a big ribbon. It's cash prize. Okay. We have cash prize. We have free grooming at my place.
Oh, okay.
And we have a basket full of different things. So it's a good deal.
Absolutely, it is.
Yes. Last time we gave away $1,000. I don't know this year. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that pays for everything. Yeah.
I know, right?
How many contestants do we have registered so far?
So far, we have probably like 15.
Okay.
Last year, we have 60 dogs in the show.
Wow.
Always last minute. Everybody want to try to get in the show. So no, don't leave that to the last minute.
Yeah.
Go now. You can go to thepoloparty.com and enter your puppy right now.
Okay.
Right now.
And I have the description, that link in the description of this episode. So you can just go there, click it, and it'll take you right there. So easy peasy.
It's easy.
Do you have like a cap amount of dogs that you'll take?
That we talk always about this because every year, like I say, people just show up with their dogs without even enter their puppies on the competition. So, and that's fine. But we prefer if you guys enter your puppy. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't want to put a number because I want everybody to come to the show.
Well, that's just it, right?
Yes, but I'm going to say 100.
Okay.
Let's try to make 100 because it's the 10th year doing the fashion show, the Canine Couture. So it's a good number, no?
Well, I think the 100 is good. And then when it gets starting big, y'all can start doing different, we can have the little puppies, we can have mid-size, and then you can start having the different categories like that too.
Yes, and
make
we have
big.
We have best costume, best female, best male.
Okay.
So it's kind of fun. But we can divide it by sizes. You're right. We can do that probably.
Okay, so you still do have little different areas for it to go down. Okay.
Yeah.
What has been some of your most memorable pets from the past? And you cannot say Hermes. I know your puppy's going to always be number one.
No, you know what? My puppies are not allowed to compete.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm very fair with my clients and with the people that enter their puppies. The first year, this was 2014, and this lady showed up with a papillon puppy. Covered on feathers. He was like a showgirl from Vegas. That was amazing. And that was the first year. And I'm like, this is going to be fun. 2 years ago, do you remember the painter that had like curly hair?
Yeah.
What is his name? Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Okay. The girl was the palette of colors.
Oh my
and
gosh.
The puppy have a wig like Bob Ross. And he was dressed like a painter, like him. That was so funny. I mean, people has been very creative over the years.
That is creative.
Yes.
I mean, so you really don't know what to expect. So anything's acceptable. couple costumes, we'll call them, owners and pets.
Yes.
Do people enter pets together and do a couple costume with the two pets together? Have you ever had that?
Yes. Oh, one year we had a Cruella de Vil.
Oh, fantastic.
And she didn't have Dalmatians. She had Cocker Spaniels. And she put a vest with the black and white marks. And they look like Dalmatian. That was very creative. See? And she entered the show with 5 dogs.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. So all together. And she was dressing as Cruella de Vil. So that's fun.
It really never surprises you then. Like anything, it just blows your mind every year what people come up with.
Yes. Yeah. It's crazy. People has been very creative and they put a lot of effort over the years to their costumes. And I'm very excited about that. So please come to the fashion show. You're going to have a lot of fun. And one thing that I find out is like everybody's drinking, eating, having fun, dancing when the puppies go inside the ring. Oh my God! Everybody stopped doing what they are doing, and they go to see the dogs. At
they
the
do.
fashion
It's on the end. It's at 12:45 this year, so it'll be perfect timing because everyone's on their lunch break. Their horses, the polo horses, are resting, and it's puppy time.
And puppies are allowed everywhere. I mean, this is a place that you always want to bring your puppies everywhere, right? Yeah. Well, I do that because they are Chihuahuas, but people can bring their huge dogs to this event, so it's super fun.
I love that. What do you want to see this year? What's an idea that you're looking for? Well, listen up, people, if you don't have an idea yet.
You know what? Last year was a lot of Barbies. We see a lot of pink.
Makes sense. The movie was out,
I mean, what's
the theme this year? Yeah, what's popular?
Maybe Beetlejuice.
Oh,
maybe.
That's a good one. Because it is right around Halloween, the event is Saturday before.
Yes. So I don't know. I like I say, I never expect something because people surprise me every year with their puppies. It's crazy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, how many puppies do you know that of your clients are coming in? Do you know yet?
Yes. Most of the 15 dogs that we have right now are my clients.
Okay.
I'm going to say probably like 10.
Wow.
But like I say, people wait until last minute. Please don't wait until last minute. Enter your puppy now. Buy your tickets for the polo now because it's a big event and you need to plan this thing. You need to create a nice costume. Yeah. We still have time. We have a month?
A month, but about. Yeah, so it'll be perfect. And it is, I didn't even think about it. It is the Saturday before Halloween. So I bet there will be a lot of which could be easier for you to get creative with because all the costumes are going to be out, right, in the stores for the pets to have. And you can just feed off of that and what they're doing.
I know. Last year, the winner, she won because she was Marie Antoinette.
Oh.
With one of those dresses, you know, like amazing on silver. So the owner of the dog was dressing like Marie Antoinette and the puppy was dressed with a wig and everything. That was very creative.
Dang.
Very
creative.
That takes
a lot of effort.
A lot. Like I say, people over the years is getting better and better and better. So who knows who is going to surprise us this year?
Maybe we'll have the owners dress up as the dog and the dog as the owner. Switch roles. Little Freaky Friday Halloween thing.
That's a good idea. I
like it. Well, listen, we had Ivan Lugari was our cover story for the Scottsdale City Lifestyle. So go check out that and all of his amazing pets at Lugari Pet Salon here in Scottsdale. He really is the face of the Scottsdale Pet Fashionista scene, like no doubt, hands down. You do an amazing, incredible job.
Thank you.
Love what you do. You care so much. I've been to his place a couple times and he just always has a pet in his hand when he comes to see me. And he's a great guy. So thank you. Best of luck. I will see you out there because I'm there every year with you guys.
I know.
And I am so glad I'm not you nor have to be a judge because I don't want that. Everyone wins in my heart.
That's a good idea.
No. I'm not.
Okay, maybe next year.
All right, we'll talk about it. I need time to come with an idea, right?
Yeah, maybe next year. You're going to be one of the judges.
Well, listen, go check it out, thepoloparty.com. We have, again, the link in the description of this episode. You can check it out on our YouTube as well. This year's Podtastic Fashion Show is happening at 12:45, so don't miss out. We'll be right back with the Relentless Beats Senior Director of Partnerships, Jason Euler. Stay tuned. Jason Euler is an Arizona native with extensive experience in the electronic dance music industry. I'm going to ask him if it's that like he is a dancer with it, or we're going to get into just the industry part. But from artist management to event planning and experience creation. And after attending Global Dance Music Festival in 2016, he sparked a desire to be in the music industry. He founded his own entertainment company, Octave Entertainment, throwing hundreds of events before joining that same company that led him into this business, Relentless Beats. Jason Euler is the Senior Director of Partnership and Sales for Relentless Beats, and him and his team is putting on this concert series at the Scottsdale Polo Festival this year. So Jason, I'm so excited to have you, and this is going to be a huge addition to the festival this year. I'm excited to it. But I mean, let's start off. Were you, an extensive experience in the electronic dance department, or just like a fan of the music? I have to ask.
I've been a fan since day one. The fandom's what led me into working around it full time. And once you're in it, you never lose that aspect of it as well. But now it's really about taking the party and creating that experience that I got, but for everyone else now, and really getting to play a role in that.
That's exciting. Well, let's talk about this year's event. You don't typically think of like Posh Polo with like a music festival at the night, but this is Scottsdale. Yeah. We like to do our own thing. We have our own vibe.
It's different.
The Scottsdale vibes. But like, how does this get connected? Where did this come from?
Well, I think it's the same thing as Scottsdale. You don't expect golf and then look at Waste Management Open and the party that brings. And like you said, it's Scottsdale, and it's the beauty of Arizona, and just kind of we're this flyover state in the grand scheme of things between the LAs, Chicago's, and Miami's of the world, but there's just such an appetite for entertainment here. And I think you see that across the valley and in Scottsdale particularly. So, why not throw a party with a polo party and just, really bring the heat with it?
I mean, that's a valid point, because Scottsdale is known for being a party town. We have bachelorettes, the Waste Management Open. I'm supposed to say WM Phoenix Open. We can't call it the Waste Management.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, that is our vibe here. We're in an entertainment city. We know how to have fun. We always throw a hell of a good party too. So
exactly.
Bring in Relentless Beats, and y'all are a massive, well-known here organization. Talk about this new partnership that's kind of forming, and I'm sure this is going to be the beginning of, a beautiful relationship.
Absolutely. I mean, my CEO started throwing parties back in the desert back in the late 90s before dance was even on anyone's radar. And
is this like all the way up before the 101 was built?
Somewhere out the deep boonies, and that was the venue at the time. And it's really just great to see how much dance music itself has become with commercial appeal and opened up to a broader audience, and what the music's really done. And that's allowed us just to bring a ton of events. Just in the state right now, we're doing a little over 300 events annually. Wow. Those range from 500-person club shows all the way up to, Decadence, our New Year's Eve party this last year just did 50,000 attendees.
Wow.
And everything really in between. So, again, it's just about really feeding the appetite for entertainment, and the dance music culture here in Arizona just is next to none in the United States. We have a really, really great audience and community built around it. As far as the Polo Party, some of the parties working groups that are producing the event, we've worked with in a number of other aspects and entities. We did 24 events over Super Bowl weekend, primarily through the heart of Old Town Scottsdale, and working with our partners through that. So, this is a natural next step and an extension for us to dive into as well here. So excited to see the impact we can come and make now.
Well, let's talk about it. Who are we expected to see? Because y'all have artists going on from 6 to 11 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. At one, we book over 1,000 national and international touring artists a year. Jai Wolf, our headliner, is someone we've put at festivals. Yeah. We've done his tour stops at the Van Buren, and really a project we've seen built over the years in Arizona and attract more and more fans, and getting to put him in kind of a new, unique audience and listeners. And I'm sure there's going to be some fans there and people honestly, buying tickets to see Jai Wolf Tool that might go and say, hey, this polo stuff's pretty fun as well. And, getting the full experience of it. Beyond that, it's a great opportunity. We get to support a ton of local artists. Brett Ortiz has been someone that's played all around Old Town, talking stick pool parties, and someone that's really built a name for himself as a DJ here in the market. Peachy Keen, Tommy Tool, Hot Sauce. They're constantly, playing around the local scene and local level and doing a lot with their own projects. But it's always a treat when you get to bring a name in like Jai Wolf. He's had some just global, massive, appealing hits, an awesome fan base. So it's going to be just a great collective together here.
What can we expect to see? Is it going to be multiple stages, one stages, back to back to back kind of thing? How is that going to work?
Yeah. Right now, we're just really rocking with the party tent with Casa Amigos there, and that's where we're coming in to throw the party. So we'll have one stage, and we got a bunch of artists just going throughout the day. So at any point in time, if you step over here, there's going to be music. You can go catch your groove on for a little bit, get back over to the games, and it's just going to give all the attendees a lot more flow, kind of like a festival when we plan it. Our festivals aren't always just music. There's roller discos, there's games, there's activities, and I think that's the beauty of this is you give the attendees so many different things to immerse themselves in.
I love it. What are you most looking forward to for this year's event?
I love a good daytime party. It's nice, especially that time. This time of year. We're looking at. It's the one time I think we all can bear living in Phoenix. WestWorld at Scottsdale is just an absolute beautiful venue. It's in a great part of town. But I'm looking forward to the daytime vibes, and again, having something. I don't have to go sit and listen to music the whole time. I can get a few different experiences and have a chance to meet some new people.
And it's great too because WestWorld put up lights now for the nighttime, so it'll be lit up.
So we're rolling right into it.
I mean, you won't even know the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about ticket purchases and how that works and stuff like that for you guys.
Yeah. Tickets can just be found at thepoloparty.com. Really simple. It's polo, it's a party, and that's exactly what we're bringing. So easy enough for everyone to remember. Gates open at 10 a.m. It's the 13th year of the event. So lot of history with this event. Again, we're just coming in and, adding some more flavor to it and just further enhancing the attendees' experience. And that's really what it comes down to. We just want everyone to come out, have a great day in the sunshine, enjoy each other's company, and just have a wonderful experience.
I know we're always talking about right now, but I know, Jason, the way you work, you're already thinking about next year and the year after that. Yeah. So what are some things you'd like to see with this and grow with the Polo Party?
Yeah, I think it's only an expansion. I think, more talent, bigger talent, adding in different experiences, activations, getting different brands to come in and partner with the event. And again, it's a collective of brands, groups, and all these different entities going, how do we make this the best experience for the attendee possible? And I think every event, there's always a lot of feedback time. We're going to get a lot of feedback off this event, things that go well, things that maybe can be better. And, we're constantly in the business of improving those things and further just executing upon that experience for the fans.
I love it. I love it. Before we leave, Jason, I ask everyone the same question at the end of the interview. What is your favorite Scottsdale vibe?
Oh, the daytime and the pool party. It's summertime. Summertime, the only way you can survive.
I was just about to say, that's the only way to survive summer.
And then once it finally drops below 80 degrees here, which doesn't happen much, again, the daytime vibe. And that's just why even, me as a fan of dance music, a fan of it being in these entertainment environments, and, I love living in Scottsdale myself, this really hits everything on the head for me, just from a fan perspective. So, yeah, the pool parties and the daytime vibes. So I'm glad we're going to be bringing that here.
I think it's great that, you're a local here. Now you're working here and bringing entertainment too. I mean, to me, that just seems full circle for you.
I came up through the local scene. I started my first business here with $500 in a credit card in my early 20s. So I'm just grateful to be a part of it now. And, a lot of my friends and colleagues and people I know still go and attend all these events. And to know I'm playing a role with my team here at Relentless in cultivating those is a dream come true. So very, very grateful to be a part of it.
Oh, it'll be fantastic. Well, like Jason said, and we've said it throughout this episode, poloparty.com. Again, everything is on YouTube.
The Polo Party.
The Polo Party. Thank you so much. I do have the link directly in this episode, so you can go to read the description on our YouTube or on our podcast as well. And it's thepoloparty.com. And go check out. Tickets are available. All the information, every artist is listed there as well. So it'll be a fun night. I mean, it really is one of these all day parties. So come prepared.
It is, and you only get so many parties like this every year. It's one of a kind. It's great that our city gets it, and it's going to be an even better one this year.
And you're kind of kicking off event season with that too. We had Scottsdale Fashion Week, and then we're going right into Polo and everything else. So great time to kick it off.
We're going to set the bar very high.
I love it. All right, Jason, thank you so much. Stay tuned when we come back with the calendar of events.
Buying a home can be scary and sometimes frustrating, but all of that can go away with the right realtor. And that's where Sean Shackleton with the Shackleton Group is here for you. Sean has over 25 years experience in real estate. She's here to get you what you want and won't settle for less. She's experienced, knowledgeable, and understands this market, which these days is always changing. Take the stress out of your next home purchase by calling Sean at 480-734-7277. You can also find her at theshackletongroup.com.
As we've talked about, the Polo Party is in its 13th year at WestWorld, so be sure to check it out. It'll be a great day full of fun. I mean, seriously, if this episode hasn't convinced you to go get your tickets, I don't know what will. But go, go, go. It's a great time. I've been for the past 4 years, and you will see me there again this year. So plenty of fun throughout the day. Again, the description, or the link is in the description of this episode as well. The Scottsdale Quarter Concert Series is starting back up with the fall concerts. All the evenings cool down, so join us for an unforgettable season of live music under the palm trees. There'll be lineup showcases, an array of talented local bands spanning various genres. So gather your friends and family, grab your blankets and chairs, and get ready to dance the night away. And also, Barrett Jackson is putting on a fall show. So it's coming up October 10th through the 13th. They're going to be doing a 3-day show. Tickets are on sale, so go get those. There'll be, of course, some amazing cars, food competitions, and a car collector show. So they're trying to do things a little bit different. They're having some music as well. To get the thing in the January is so big, the event is so big in January, they're going to see what they can do in the fall as well. So have a wonderful week, Scottsdale. Keep vibing, and I'll see you around town.